The WNBA is not bad, bruh. Like, I got the noti on my phone a couple days ago. They had the New York Liberty versus the Connecticut Suns on Prime Video, and I was like, hey, I already got the service. Let me just watch it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got no NBA right now. Let me watch the WNBA. Let me see what they're talking about. And one of the first things I seen is they got shooters, bruh. Like, WNBA really got shooters, bruh. Especially you look at the percentages. The percentages, like, I think the league average in WNBA is like 34.4. League average in the NBA is like 36.1. So it's like, they're only like 1.7% league average. And they got they did got shooters, bruh. And the skill is there, bro. They got the passing. Like, I would say one of the things I noticed is that they definitely don't have the passing on the level of like male or players, but they still got like I be seeing dimes, bro. I'll be seeing dimes, and I'll be seeing sold dimes. That's how you know, because when you watch the game, you see them selling the assists, because they be selling assists sometimes. That's how I know that they got dimes, bro. And they got some defense too, bro. They be locking up a little bit. Now they don't get blocks like that, obviously, because you know what I'm saying, people are less tall, so you know. But still, you know what I'm saying, they got the skill is there, even though it's not quite NBA level. The skill is there, bro. And the lack of athleticism, in my opinion, doesn't impact the game huge. Cause like this lady Tiffany Hayes on the Suns, bruh, she was going crazy, bruh. She was skipping through that lane, contact, no contact, making it. You see it on the highlight, bruh. She was going crazy, low key. But the main issues I think I seen in terms of why it was just not the same, obviously because it's not exactly the same quality as an NBA game. What the main thing I seen was, I feel like if they play on like a FIBA court, like a shorter court, not a shorter rim, but a shorter court, like a little shorter court, it could be more intense. Cause I feel like when you look at the game, like they just look smaller compared to NBA players, which obviously they are smaller, but like they're smaller and they're playing on a bigger court. So it's like there's so much space on the court. And if they had less space, like on a FIBA court, they would be able to run around more, you know, faster pace, more possessions. Like they could probably play better defense too, because you know the length of NBA players is part of why they play defense, and they could use their length more on a shorter court. But whatever. Also the gap between, like, I feel like this is just a hunch. I didn't look at the actual number for this, but I feel like the gap between the best and the worst 3-point shooters is like wide, or like just the gap in general between like 3-point shooter skill is pretty wide, because there's some great 3-point shooters, and then at the top, I feel like, and then the gaps between that and everyone else is kind of noticeable, bruh. Because watching like DeWanna Bonner, I think that's her name, she was going crazy, bruh. The center for the I guess she's a power forward, whatever. For the, you see the clip right there, like for the, what's it called, the Suns, she was going crazy. She hit like 6 threes this game, bro. She pulled like 2 like dead ass like Trey range, bro. Dead ass, like she gripped that bit from like the edge of that's a big logo, but from like where that logo is, bruh, and she just pulled it. I was like, damn. And the Liberties, they said they were the 3-point shooter team, the commentary, and they was not blinking like that, I ain't gonna lie. But even I looked at the statistics, and Breanna Stewart, she got like 40-something% from 3. Sabrina got a tuck, she got 40% from 3. Somebody shoots like 45%, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like they got blicks, but I feel like there's a big gap between like the best and worst 3-point shooters, bruh. Also, there's like no post scoring, or like post game is kind of limited, which obviously makes sense because like there's not that tall, but like there's some people being at post like that outside of like John Quell Jones on the Liberty. She was going crazy a little bit. Like she was like, you see that tall girl, the tall lady right there, she was like actually in that post, you know what I'm saying, doing, you know what I'm saying. But outside of her, you know what I'm saying, post scoring and post passing, it was like nobody, man, bro. It was like nobody doing it. Like even though I seen some post entry like attempts, there was nobody that was really doing that. And like she was like the only center. There was only like I think one other center, but she played like 2 minutes. So yeah, and there's not much mid-range scoring. There was a little bit at the end of the game, but it was like 90% layups and threes, and they shot a lot of threes, bruh. There wasn't that many pull-up jumpers in general, like pull-up threes or pull-up what's it called? Pull-up middies. There were some step-back threes in there, but like I feel like there was more step-back threes than there were like mid-range shots in general, bro. So yeah, now when the game got sped up in transition and stuff like that, it was honestly fun to watch. I'm being honest. Even though you had a couple brick layups here and there, I know when you see all the lowlights, you see all the brick layups or whatever. But like they were still playing for real. Like there was one play, Shorty got a steal, passed it wide for a layup, and the person who got the ball stolen, it was Breanna Stewart, got the ball stolen from her. She comes straight down that lane, she sent it, bro. Like it was late a little bit, and it actually turned up in the fourth quarter. It was actually comp. The fourth quarter was comp, bro. Like you had transition scoring, 3-point scoring, the mid range pull ups. You had defense, but the offense was just better. And then you had players coming off that screen, step midi, like you know what I'm saying, like they really had plays, bro. And also, I don't think dunks would actually make the game that much better. After actually watching a WNBA game, I don't think dunks would make the game that much better because people would definitely just compare it to the NBA. It's really a whole different game. And also lowering it an inch, like there aren't that many female players worldwide that can really like yam it in transition or with defense at all. So like you probably get a couple more lobs in like the All-Star game or whatever, but like in reality, it wouldn't really help the game that much, I feel like. And also the WNBA is, relatively speaking, is in the early stages. Like, so they're only going to get more shooters, passers, defenders, skilled players, and stuff like that. Also, in helping for that, they need to fix the college system, bro. Because you have we need some like 18 to 22-year-old rookies coming in. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we need some more talent. Because you be seeing all these clips of these like 7 foot or 6'5" freaking French players or whatever. We need more of those coming in the league, bruh. And we need some low-key, I ain't gonna lie, we need some selfish players, bruh. We need some selfish players and we need some narratives like Jordan and Magic and Bird, narratives type stuff. So you can have like more faces, like you have like faces of the WNBA. Like this is the face of the WNBA, that's the face of the WNBA. Like Asia Wilson's marketing is terrible. Like we need more of that, bruh. And you know what I'm saying? Once you have like faces of the WNBA, you could create like fans and haters, bro. You're gonna have fans, you're gonna have haters of those few players. Instead of like having team stuff, team, you need to have player stuff, bruh. And then once you have the fans and the haters, boom, you can have discourse, bruh. And once you have the discourse, toxic or not, you put your hands up, you let the media do its thing, you let Twitter do its thing, and you could draw eyes to the product, bruh. Like for example, in this game, the Suns were up 3. They get fouled with 14 seconds to go or something like that. The player who got fouled missed the free throw. The ball goes all the way, the Liberty shoot and they miss. Breanna Stewart gets the board, she puts it back up. It's a 2-point game, right? Okay. Alyssa Thomas, she's a player on the Connecticut Sun. She passes it in to DeWanna Bonner, the shooter I mentioned before. She's like 4 feet in front of her. Like 4 feet in front of her. She fumbles the pass, bruh. She fumbles the pass like 4 feet in front of her. The Liberty gets to a shooter. The shooter gets fouled, bro. Like it was an insane choke. And then the Suns lost the game. They had like a 20-point lead at some point, and they lost the game. So if you had narrative, you know what I'm saying, media, they would be on our head right now. They'd be like the Choker Bonner, the Choker Bonner, the Choker Bonner, or DeWanna Choker, or the Connecticut Chokers. Like, come on, bro. Like, if you had the narratives, you could really get active. Discourse, you know what I'm saying? Now, obviously, that's easier said than done. But I think the best way to do it is obviously take advantage of the college players coming in, their brands and their popularity, stuff like that, and create some narrative around them while simultaneously, you know what I'm saying, while you're adding more talent, you're increasing the star power on the team, so there's less of a gap. You know what I'm saying? So like all this team basketball stuff is very cool for non-casuals, you know what I'm saying, that just like watching basketball. For people who just like watching basketball, they'll at least give it a chance, they'll just watch basketball. But we need like a LeBron in 2007, or like an 80s Jordan, or like even like a D-Book before CP3, or like a Curry in 2021, where they're just going ballistics, they're going crazy on the worst team in the league or something like that. And all you see is memes on Twitter like, help Angel Reese, please, she needs help. And then when she gets the help, it's, oh, how much help does Angel Reese need? Like, she been on a super team since LSU. Like, how much help does she need? You know what I'm saying? Like, we need that. We need that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, give the WNBA a chance, bro. Like, no cap. They got skill, bro. They have some skills, bro. Also, side note, y'all gotta stop with the nasty narrative around WNBA players being ugly, bro. I seen some fine black queens on that court that night, man. Like, Dejanay Carrington, bro. Come on, bro. I actually know somebody named Carrington. Is she low-key? Like, oh, let me chill, bro. Let me chill.